Hello, good afternoon, everyone. I hope you're having an amazing Friday, April 9th. I am just going to share out the link for everybody that wants to watch the live stream. I do have some spring flowers in the background to honor my spring allergies. I have spring allergies and I am a sufferer of these spring allergies, yet it is my favorite time of year. New growth, new things happening. Amazing things to come after spring. Then we have summer. Who doesn't love summer, right? All right, so today we are going to talk about the SPY, Boeing, Dow Jones, with Boeing as one of the members, Baba, Goldman Sachs, Algo, and Ripple. So let's get into it. Let me open up the live stream over here on the upper computer. See, I've got all these things going on and my nose. I am not enjoying the allergies. In fact, I was quite stuffy and stuffy and sneezy lately. Thank you, Diggs. Awesome. So let's get into it. Let me pull up the slides, pull up the charts, and you can see there I've got my camera. So we've got the SPY up right over here, testing new highs, of course. Let's check out the volume. Volume is dropping on the way up. When we had that happen, it surged up higher, came to a top right here, then we peaked, and then volume started to increase as it was dropping. We had a big bottom right here and bounced up. You can see that every time that we go up and we have a drop in volume, look, it's like 1, 2, 3 days, and then boom, we pull back down. So we might be setting up for a bit of a reversal. Maybe they're going to hold it up here at the top a little bit. We shot up, tested that level. I also drew this. Where was it? It was from the tops. I believe I did it over here. No, it wasn't the tops there. It was the tops down here to up here, which gave us potentially like a 417 area if we're looking at the tops. Right now on the 45-minute chart, please pardon the noise if there's any noise in the background. Do have demolition going on and renovations as well, so keep that in mind. If there's any awful noise that you hear, nobody is being assaulted except for the bathroom. So where are you tuning in from, W Diggs? And where is everybody tuning in from today? That's always the fun part to see. I love to see the reach of the live stream. And if you guys do like the live stream, please hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on your notifications so you do know when I go live. And if you feel like donating a cup of coffee, as a mom of 2 who can't use coffee, right? There's a link down below in the description. So SPY, testing out, hitting new highs. Then we have the Qs as well. Our high was overnight yesterday up here at 336.42, but it shows that we hit 338.19. Let's go over here. Do you guys, right there, 338. So we're not hitting new highs yet. Maybe it's a bit of a double top on the Qs. If we have a double top breakout, I would measure 301 to 338, so 37 points. I would put us up to 370 if we can break out, right? We need to have that breakout possible. Nice, David. Yeah, they are. These are our friends too. So if it's not good, then we will definitely take care of it. So we're in the process. Demo was yesterday. Now it is the plumbing today. You guys can follow the journey. Maybe I'll post a picture once it's finally done. Nice, Yvonne. All right, and the IWM is looking a bit weaker, right? IWM, we almost, let's see if we have the diamond pattern that we can do here. We have A, B, C, D, but that's not what I want. I want more of like a diamond shape. Maybe we can draw a diamond here, a rectangle, a triangle, a rotated rectangle. If we do this to this, no, I can't really do a rotated rectangle. It's not going to help me. But it looks like it's almost a diamond formation on IWM, right? We have the upper bound If we draw this over here, let's do this like this. Maybe down here to down here. Right there. And right here. And if anybody has really studied technical analysis, a diamond formation tends to be a 96% reversal pattern. So David, please, do you have tiles or a wet wall? We're going to do 2x4 porcelain tiles all the way around in the bath shower area, and then 4 feet up along the regular part of the room. If that makes sense, you probably understand what I'm talking about. So right now we're testing those lower bounds over here. Let's measure 235 down, 205. So I'd be looking for a 30-point drop down to 190s, at least over here. Here we have another trend line from the past. So I would watch that as resistance, as support, should we break down on IWM. All right, Dow Jones. So Dow Jones is being affected today. We have this box that it was trading. We have a little bit of an island gap up here, much like this. So we had a box, right? Then we had a little sideways box here. Now we have a bigger box. Let's put this over here. And then we have another little sideways one right here. Are we going to drop down below and test the lower bounds? So I'd keep that on watch. Looking for a pullback down to 325 for Dow Jones Industrial Average. And let's check out all the stocks. I just updated the list today. So these are the holdings in Dow Jones Industrial. So number 1 is UNH, which is screaming higher. Probably part of the reason why DIA is up. This is 7% right now. GS, so Goldman Sachs. Hey, is this potential shoulder line right here for a head and shoulders? Maybe, right? We can see shoulder, head, maybe shoulder if we're not able to break up above 335. That's not looking too pretty for the Dow Jones Industrial Average if this starts to pull back. Home Depot definitely moving higher, much like UNH today. Boeing, not so pretty. I don't even know what the news was, but it looked like it was the perfect setup for short today. This was on my short list today, and I said, hey, potential long if we can go above 257, or potential short if we break down below 251. So we had a small trade down to 250. That round number really held as support. Good afternoon, Walter. And then we have Amgen. I was surprised to see Amgen on here, but look at all of these. We're starting to get what looks a bit like a rollover short scenario right here. Microsoft screaming higher. We've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days to the upside. Is that normal for Microsoft, right? Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then look at that retracement back down to the 8. So we might be seeing that Microsoft is going to pull back. We had a big surge this week on the indexes, Qs, and the SPY, which are both going to be in part with Microsoft. It had a breakout of this downward trend and moved to the upside. We also have McDonald's slowly pulling back here, had a big area of consolidation. Remember, if we measure from here down, oh, that didn't give me the measurement. Let's try that again. Here, no, why won't it give it to me on this? I want it right here and down. So we're looking at 10 points to the downside. Did we hit our 10 points? We did. There's the 10 points to the upside. We even went further. We went all the way up to 14.5. So 14.5, I guess if we went all the way to this right here, pretty much this candlestick, that would be roughly 14.5. So we've hit the target, ready for it to come back down, test 218, and then move up further. So I think we might be seeing a bit of a pullback on the Dow Jones and these stocks in particular. Hey, we're getting a short signal now on Caterpillar. Also CRM, we have come up, we just hit the 200 simple moving average. Will we break down from here? Is this going to be a rejection with a close below 227.20 today? Keep that on watch for CRM. Hey, no worries, Salvatore, not a problem. Honeywell, we had this rollover top up here. I've got to clean up the chart, huh? Got a lot of things on here that I'm not using anymore. So I'd watch. We had this little bit of a gap. Are we going to break down and come back down and test 215.50 right here? Break down 222, 7 points right there. So you can see a lot of things are somewhat overextended right now with an amazing week, amazing performance in the indexes and a lot of these stocks. I could continue through all of them. Let's check out Disney. Disney's a big one. Hey, we're getting a short signal on Disney. Watch it for breakdown below 182.50 or up above 192. Johnson & Johnson as well. Ooh, we're getting a short signal there. Like a lot of these are starting to show that we might have some weakness that's coming in. We're hitting a trend line from the past on JP Morgan. 2 different trend lines right there. We are up above it right now, but I would look for a confirmation close up above 157 for that. Here, it'd be easier to do it over here. Up above 157. Otherwise, a breakdown below 150. And bye-bye. This whole area has been selling at the top. Hello, Investor Lucifer. Hey, Asif. I got your email, Asif. So this is Travelers Insurance. Starting to look like it's setting up for short. American Express. I like American Express actually to the long side, as with PayPal and Square, because they are integrating crypto, right? So they're definitely integrating crypto. Let's pop over to the cryptos as well and talk about what's going on. Red pretty much across the board except for XDC and Algo, 2 of my favorites. So Bitcoin, we're starting to pull back. When we look at Bitcoin, everyone says, oh, this is going to go to the moon. We're going up to 100,000. Yes, it is a possibility for this to move up to 100,000 based on the float. Do I personally think this is going to be that one crypto of the world? No. In fact, I think there's like roughly going to be 5 or so that we will be using every day after doing a lot of the research. And Bitcoin is not one of them. In fact, you just recently had PayPal's CEO come out and say Bitcoin is likely related to China and manipulating the US dollar. So that's not going to bode well for Bitcoin holders to hear that sort of stuff. It sort of looks like a weird, wonky head and shoulders to me, right? If we do like that, and then we have a neckline kind of like this. So if we were to measure from here, 61 down 49, 12,000 points. So if we broke here, I would look for a 12,000 point drop down to roughly 43, which would be the support right here. 6% open, 2% transaction. Yeah, the miners. Okay, number one, with Bitcoin, if you're using it, fees are really high. Number two, it takes a long time to move it. Number three, this is very volatile, right? However, it's not as volatile as some of the little lower price coins that are still in their growth phase, because they can double, triple in a week very, very quickly because they're so inexpensive right now. Like we saw that Ripple very quickly went from 45 down here, 42, 45, when I was like, hey guys, pay attention. Let's get on the Ripple train. You know, in fact, let me go and see. I'm going to see if I can find it. I think I tweeted it out. I think I did a retweet of the Ripple holders that you literally only need to have 3,100 Ripple to be in the top 10%. I'm just going back here, guys, to see really quickly if I can see that. I didn't retweet it on my tweet. I think I did it on Telegram. So yeah, in fact, I just got a really cool t-shirt that I'm going to share with you guys later. So let me see if I can get the screenshot for you so that, you know, in my opinion, it is still low. Okay, let's see if you guys can see this. Hold on, let me put it this way. I could probably figure out a way to do this really easily. Let me see. I got it. I'm just going to tweet the image and then I can pull it up for you guys, because it's on my phone, not, okay, let me share this really quickly. Twitter, tweet, and there we go. Okay, now we're gonna have it on Twitter so that I can share it with you guys. There we go. All right, let's pull it up here. So here's the tweet, the image, right? It takes 3,110 Ripple to be in the top 10%, right? That shows how many people actually know about Ripple and are investing in Ripple. So right now, if you're going to be in the top 0.001% of, and we're talking about Ripple holders. So to be in the top 10% of Ripple holders, you only need 3,110 coins to be a top 10%, right? Think about the top 1% of the population. Bitcoin is the dinosaur. Yeah, Bitcoin is 7 transactions per second and high fees. Don't get me started on Ethereum. XRP is 1,500 TPS, transactions per second, and 0.0001 fee. That 0.0001 fee gets burned in it moving, right? Well, and there's a finite amount. So when we were buying back here, deflationary and decreases tokens. Very cool. Thank you, Dumb Things You See. Thank you for sharing that. So when we look at this, where is all of this volume coming from, right? There's got to be big movement. This has 45 billion in circulation right now. To see it double in a matter of, let's see, 2 days, right? There had to have been some big buying for this to double pretty much 4 days. All right, so it took 4 days for it to, 3 days for it to move up 80%. That had to have some big buying and big adoption. So when we look at the big coin holders that are moving this Ripple around, it's not small peanuts, right? There's a lot that's being transacted. Who could possibly transact that much? Maybe central banks, right? Bezos, but where is Bezos? Has anybody seen Bezos on the news lately? Right, we're looking at, this was 7 minutes ago, 1.6 billion, 1.1 billion USD, 1 billion Kraken, 3 billion Kraken, 1.2 billion Bitavo. I mean, if you really wanted to be a researcher and go into the details of this, how many people are really, I don't believe so, Walter, but they did release the fact that they could look up Bitcoin and Ethereum documents in relation to when the SEC checked out those coins. Now remember, does the SEC check out anything that does not have value? They go after things that have value to potentially confiscate and gain that value for themselves. Yeah, no, but you know what, Dumb Things You See? Here's the reason why, in my opinion. Well, first of all, I like to follow these moving averages, and it's really been following them very nicely. If we had a drop, maybe back down to 88 cents, but it's already had a bounce up. We've tested this resistance, which was a resistance in the past. Sorry, I feel like I'm talking on hyperspeed. And yes, swampy. You got me, Walter. So on the weekly chart, this was our resistance over here at 108. So, and then this was a resistance point here from the measurement of a cup and handle. And then boom, we hit that 92.94. So it already pulled back to the 94, and now it's moving back in the upward trajectory. Let's go over here. I'll put this on as the 24-hour chart so you can see that. So when we look at it, I just want to make sure nothing's adjusting on my other chart. So we had this nice breakout, classic technical breakout right here, broke out. Also, if you measure the depth down to here, we get 92 to 94. Well, we hit it right here, 93.9 or 0.9395, right? So there could be bigger things coming where we have the IMF, International Monetary Fund, talking about, let's see, let's do a really quick Google. IMF, ISO, 2022. Let's see if we have anything talking about IMF today in the news. Fourth industrial 333. This is how my brain works, guys. You are seeing it now. The little breadcrumbs of my brain and thought process. So for us to have this many moving 20 million, right? How many people are buying 20 million? This is consistently. Look, 5 hours, 5 hours, 5 hours, 5 hours. There's going to be something very big coming out about Ripple. And it could be this weekend. It could be next week. It could be in 2 months. However, the fact that so many of these transactions are happening repeatedly in the past couple days leads me to believe that there's really going to be something big. Let's go to Thousand Eyes too, right? Thousand Eyes. I know this is supposed to be all about trading and stuff, but I've started to get really curious about other things like internet outages and 36. So last night this was up to 42. And Prolexic is a communications company that deals with internet security. And their stuff seems to be out pretty much all over. Here we have Cogent Communications, IP addresses NTT. Let's see, this is Microsoft, I think. Nope, that's in El Paso, Texas. Translico, Sprint, and Cloudflare, Cogent. At one point, this was over 100 here. Now it's 95 near Los Angeles, Cogent. So all of this stuff, it's kind of like, well, now we're seeing massive things. Do you know where it seems like the only treasury is really open? Treasury Reno. That they are the ones, it's the Department of Treasury in Reno, Nevada. There we go. That if you guys live near a Treasury office or Fed office, excuse me, it's the Fed, Federal Reserve Reno. There we go. Employees, images. Let's go to images, right? So, all right, it's not working. So the Federal Reserve, how many Federal Reserves are really open in the past year, right? How many of them have people that are going into them? Not that many. The Federal Reserve of Reno is pretty much the only one that's open. Maybe Boston. But other than that, you're going to see that all the parking lots are pretty much empty, right? So be curious. Do your research. See what's going on. To me, XRP is about to have an absolute explosion. And we have been holding this dollar line now. Pretty much this day we closed below, right? We closed down here at 91, but it's been holding 90 cents for 4 days. This is another consolidation point and potentially a skyrocket up from here. I had a friend back down here when it was 45 cents. I said, hey, check it out. I did research ISO 20022, the new banking system. This is happening. This is going to have amazing value when it's used as a bridge currency around the world. You got it, Walter. And do your research as far as Nasara Jasara. It is also in the quantum.gov website, the Quantum Initiative, right? This is not BS stuff. This is, I tried to find out data here on the quantum networking research, but it just sort of went over my head. I got to do more research on it. But I was reading about it, trying to see, let's see if there's any newer publications. That's the most recent. National Quantum Initiative budget to the president. Notice that this was when Trump was still in office. Let's check that out really quickly and see if we can, let's go Control F and let's see if we can go to digital. Digital quantum computers. Let's see, there's only one. Let's see if we have something like Ripple in it. No Ripple. XLM? No. But check out and do the research. Think about what quantum is, Walter. That's like, quantum is not really existence. It's bigger things, right? Bigger existence. So you can look and see, right? There's quantum physics. It goes down to the nanoparticle. So do your research, right? I do a lot of research, and I will stay up hours doing research. Can I post this in chat? Yeah, it's quantum.gov. Quantum.gov. There you go. So you can see, you can go and do research on all of the documents that you want to see here. Strategy action reports, Q12 education, international reports, strategic documents, news, events. Let's see if there's any news events. So this is all coming, and this is for June 7th of 2021. Standardization. Aha, look at this. The NIS post-quantum cryptography standardization process. Third round of 7, which 7 third-round finalists and 8 alternative candidates are being considered for standardization. All right, so 7 finalists are being considered for standardization. Did this say June 7th of 2021? Let's dig deeper. Let's dig together. April 23rd is the submission deadline. 3rd PQC Standardization Conference. Right? Interesting. Information technologies, laboratory, full conference details. Let's see what's there. Full conference details. Oh, it'd be so cool if they could say who's there. POC conference, post-quantum cryptography. Obviously, crypto is going to be part of this. And it's all from that government website, quantum.gov. So putting all the pieces together, putting together the fact that most people do not have more than 25 million coins. That's the 0.01%. Who is buying all of this? Maybe banks, maybe MoneyGram, payment systems are investing in this, and individuals at this point in time have the ability to potentially invest in it if it's right for you at this point while it is still inexpensive. It's roughly $1 US, right? 102 US. Canadian, it's 128. Another one. Let's go to my green list. These are the ones that I am looking at in particular. Algo as well. This one I love, breaking out up above 1.47, right? Looking at that up above 1.7. Dumb things you see. You got it? Quantum.gov. Yeah. So Algo is another one. This one looks like it's primed for breakout. XRP, XLM, Stellar as well. Did you know that XLM was from one of the main developing guys of XRP? So these sort of two systems go hand in hand together. And this, as long as we break out up above 0.54, I'm really seeing a nice rounded bottom on the daily chart right here. So breakout up above 0.54 over here. Let's do the math right here. Why won't it work for me today? I'm having problems with my computers. 0.54 down 0.17. So right away, maybe 30% up to 0.517, 17, up to 70, 72, we'll call it, right? When it breaks out up there. Yeah, you like VET? We'll check out VET. Let's do XDC. XDC has been a beast. Look at this. We have broken out. Maybe it's a scenario where it's going to come up here and it's going to come back and then move up. In fact, we had a super breakout today. Again, XDC has only been around since November 16th. This keeps breaking out, setting new highs, potentially used as well as one of those standardizations, right? This is 5. Other 2, maybe Doge could be added on there. And I don't know. Dogecoin has been one that's been a lot in the news. Maybe Ethereum, but Ethereum's more mined, and IOTA as well. These are awesome, right? This has been breaking out 166. If we go from the depth of roughly right here, 166 down, that's 55 cents. Let's go up 55 cents. It's going to put us at a target of 221. So another 40 cents there. Oh, SPY is crossing up the horizontal line. All right, so the SPY is breaking out now. So all of these are looking good in my opinion, portfolio-wise as holdings. So let's go back to the stocks, right? I always want to touch on those cryptos now to keep you guys, keep buying XRP on the mini dips when you think, when do you think I should order my Lambo? David, you know what? I think you should order it maybe November of this year, okay? I'm going to call it out now. David Tinsley is going to order his Lambo in November. You got it, David? You got to take me for a ride or do some free construction for me. One or the other. All right, let's go back to, yeah. But you know what? I hear that the Urus is not hybrid. I got to get in touch with them. Tell them to build a hybrid one. But the NSX is due to have a hybrid SUV, so I might be going there with that. All right, let's go back to the stocks. So we went over our indexes. We have XLF that's topping out. We really need to break that 35, hold up above that. And let's see, we had a big drawdown, this weird spike down here, down at 34. Are we going back down to 34? If crypto comes out with the IMF, ISO 2022, could be really interesting, right? What will happen to the banks? Let's check out Microsoft. We already looked at Microsoft. Levi's was on my list today. Levi Strauss had earnings, popped, and it was a pop and drop scenario. Let's go to the 24-hour and the 15-minute over here. And now it popped, and it looks like maybe it's going to drop. It did find a bit of support right there, 25.40. Where are we going from here? Seems like it's just been positioning since last night close. Hybrid, no. You like naturally aspirated or turbocharged? Yeah, I love the sound of the turbo. Dumb things you see, that sound of the turbo. And yeah, I've been known to be naughty on the highway sometimes. Yeah, dumb things that you see. That's why I go with like the all-encompassing warranty, so that it's like I will pay for it up front to pay for the warranty that if anything happens, which happened with our MDX, it was the main brain computer that went down before our warranty was done. We got all new onboard computers, and that was under warranty. It would have cost about $15,000 to fix. So worth it, in my opinion, for the all-encompassing warranty, so that I don't have to worry about it. Here, you guys fix it. Hopefully it's not a lemon, but if it is, I'm covered. 151, is that miles per hour, Walter? Or is that kilometers? Right, so BAC, a little bit of island trading up here. Maybe we're going to come back down below 39.50. Oh yeah, I don't really get that dirty with grease and oil. I will do demo, you know, if I have the time and all that good stuff. So who stopped at the $20 mark, pulled back, sort of hanging out here. Seems like the market's a little slow right at the moment. I'm gonna have to be running soon, guys, because I've got to jump on over to Ticker Talker. So I got 3 minutes, and then I will join you on Ticker Talker. I will go over that quantum information again. Yeah, it's amazing, amazing. Very soon, 3 more weeks, and then I'll be doing some driving in it and streaming for you guys. So Fubo, amazing move. Nice $2.20 up above the break off of 22.80. Apple, I had this on my short list today, and it ended up rebounding. So it did open down. You can see we were open down, pulled back, and then shot up. Boeing, we already covered. Boeing pulled back on the day. It looks like we're getting ready to have that short, which could affect the Dow Jones average. Just a thought. Car chat someday. Yeah, maybe. I'm not the best. I mean, I've learned so much about cars lately in the past 10 years. But I'm not the best car person. But yeah, I can always do my research, right? I love research. Hey, if the stock market were to go away, maybe I will do research on cars and all that sort of stuff. Also, write down, guys, your dream. This is your homework for the weekend. For each one of you, this is your homework. Write down your dream life and the details in getting it. okay? And what you would do if you had unlimited resources, all right? And how you would like to help people. Has to include helping people, all right? Because we can't just be selfish in life. Helping, there's nothing better than like doing these live streams and helping you. So figure out what you want to do to help people. Look at how this just hit right here and bounced. What's going on with Credit Suisse? All of a sudden, Credit Suisse right now, in the last minute, it's pretty crazy, right? Just had a weird shoot up. It was like flatlining all day. Yeah, dream big. And your dreams can come true. Put them out there in a positive way in helping other people. Today, I just bought lunch for all the daycare workers for my daughter, right? It's the Teacher Appreciation Week, and it was a total surprise for them because they did a little fundraiser and bought them some lunch, and they were super surprised, right? Little things like that can really make somebody's day. Do one little thing. That's something for you this weekend. Do one thing to be just nice to somebody, whatever it is. Elon to install battery install in Haiti, right? Okay, so Tesla, nice short on Tesla today too. Yeah, exactly. It makes the world a better place for every individual. When one person is nice, it can start a chain reaction. There's enough negative in this world, so let's spread positive, right? Okay, dumb things you see. Sorry, I missed VET for you, so we're going to go back and do everything that you guys want to see really quickly. I've got so VET right here, very nice, breaking out 0.13, MPLEX, complex, and OSTK. All right, so this looks nice, beautiful, breaking out over here on the daily. Oh, thank you. You too, David. Have a great one. And Overstock. And then I'm going to jump over to Overstock is hitting the 200 simple moving average on the 200, which is probably why it stalled right here. Had a little doji, and then we had bullish volume breaking out, coming up. This is lower float with how many? 19 million? 42 million in it, so this can move fairly quickly. Also, let's really quickly check on SOS. This was one that Wall Street Bets was on. Pretty much hasn't done anything but crazy volume, and if everybody's holding, especially up above this trend line, it will shoot up potentially next week. All right, have an amazing weekend. I will see you all. I will see you on Sunday at 1:30. There will not be any noise in the background, so have an amazing weekend. Do one thing positive for somebody to help them out. Be nice, be kind, and write down your goals for a dream life to help other people. And, if you had unlimited resources. Okay? Have an amazing weekend. See you all on Sunday.